Look at this. Okay, so this little stick here, and like this, I'm going to make it disappear. And I bring it back again. And it's gone. And you're going to see me rise, let's say, about an inch or so from the ground, but you're going to see both shoes clearly come off the ground. Now, the trick to levitation is to find a spot in the earth where the gravity or the gravitational pull is not as strong as other places. I think I found a good spot here earlier, so let's see if we can do this. You need to find the spot, and then you need to concentrate, and you can come off the ground just a little bit and for a short period of time. So did you really believe that I levitated when you saw that clip? Of course I did.
Of course I did.
Oh, okay, I did.
So what is this notebook you have here with us? What is going on here?
While I'm on stage here, I'm going to memorize all the names and phone numbers. No, I'm just kidding. Just so you know, no human being is strong enough to tear a phone book in half. That's not a joke. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I would like to thank Dynamo Testosterone. Alright. Okay.
Sometimes people are lured into practicing magic because they enter into things like, for example, they get involved in tricks of the hand. Maybe it's a simple putting something under the sleeve and it comes out of the other side, and then they want more, like a drug addict. More and more. It's not enough to simply make a coin disappear in their hand and appear in the other hand. Then it has to be more and more and more until they go into things, maybe perhaps they go into a Ouija board or something like this, which involves calling upon the shaitan, and then once the shaitan gets hold of them, they go into it further and further. What about these people we see on TV? What about David Blaine? What about Chris Angel and all of these people that are seen on TV? And what is the ruling of watching them? It is said that some of these people use tricks of the camera and tricks of the studio and computer-generated graphics to do what they do. Even if this is true, it would be haram to watch them. But from my experience and what limited knowledge I have, and Allahu A'lam, it seems to me that these people are genuinely engaged in magic. And it is very clear that the description of the magician applies very closely to them, and many of the tricks they do cannot be explained away by tricks of the television. Even if they were tricks of the television, it would not be permissible for you, because this would be something that is showing love towards the magicians, imitating the magicians, loving the people who hate Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it would not be permissible anyways, but it seems that they are genuinely magicians, the majority of them, and it is extremely, extremely serious to watch them.
Okay, talking about jokes, there's this black magic joke that you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I was warned that in Birmingham, if I mentioned that I like magic, that there will be a riot and stuff. And I'll be blacklisted and all kinds of things now. And it's very irritating because you try to explain to people, when we say the word magic in contemporary English, it doesn't mean sorcery. And it doesn't mean sorcery, and it doesn't mean jinn. When you say the word magic now, we use that to refer to sleight of hand, things like that. You can pick a card, any card, something like that. And there's nothing haram about that. You can argue that it's a waste of time, that's no problem. Like TV, that's fine. But it's not haram, it's just sleight of hand, it's illusion, yeah? So if you watch Dynamo or Chris Angel, or Muslims tell me I don't watch them because they use jinn. They don't use jinn. I could show you every one of the tricks how they do it.
So if you watch Dynamo or Chris Angel, or I could show you every one of the tricks how they do it.
And every one of them has an explanation. Yeah.
Show you every one of the tricks how they do it.
But what I need to make this pertain to you is I need something from you. Your hair, if you have a ring on, a bracelet, you have a ring. Perfect. What I want you to do is take the ring. I want you to place it right on it, just like that.
My hand feels a little warm.
I could show you every one of the tricks how they do it. Show you every one of the tricks how they do it.
So, but in one talent show, I was going to do some sleight of hand tricks, but someone already came up and objected, oh, magic on stage. And so, khalas. So we tell people that what's haram is sorcery. Yeah. So if you go to a magician's show, they're just doing illusions on stage. There's nothing haram about that. Now, so what you're not allowed to go to the black magician. Yeah, that's what's haram. And I don't mean a black magician. Yeah, I mean a magician uses jinn and stuff.
Can we get an example of something sleight of hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I brought something with me. Watch this.
After the Q&A session, and objective. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand, and when pointed to, Jazakumullah khair. MashaAllah, what an outstanding lecture, very eye-opening. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards you for the benefit that you have given us, as well as protects all of us from the evils of what we heard of today. Can we get an example of something sleight of hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I brought something with me.
The ability to perform so-called miracles, or that I can fly through the air, I can walk on water, I don't know, whatever that shaitan did when he lived in a box in water or in ice or something for so many days. This is a clear sign of a person who is a magician.
And it's very irritating because you try to explain to people, when we say the word magic in contemporary English, it doesn't mean sorcery. And it doesn't mean sorcery, and it doesn't mean jinn. When you say the word magic now, we use that to refer to sleight of hand, things like that. You pick a card, any card, something like that. And there's nothing haram about that.
What about the ruling of this pretend magic? What about buying your kids a little, box set on how to do little magic tricks and make the card disappear and pick a card, any card? In reality, this is something without a shadow of a doubt which is very haram. Why? Because it leads to imitating the magicians. It makes somebody love magic. It makes them love magicians. It makes them encouraged towards practicing it.